Hey guys, Joonas here, the founder of Edge Alerter. Welcome to the October Edge update. So on the agenda today, go through the results for the recent months. Then secondly, go through just the latest that I'm hearing from various people regarding the potential changes to gambling regulations, including the idea that promos could all get banned. I touched on that in the last video, and I'll just give an update on that. Then I go through spring racing. We're obviously in the middle of it now. It's really picking up even more so. And later this month, we've got NBA launching. Then I go through a bot offer. So we have a racing bot service that we offer that we've kept fairly under the radar over the recent year. But there's a new offer we're gonna launch next week. So stay tuned for that. And then lastly there, I've got a new business that I'm relaunching actually. It's called the Happiest Hour. It's a pub deals platform where you can find all the best happy hours around you. So I'll just quickly touch on that one because some people have been asking about how that all works. So the results for the last 3 months, apologies for not getting another video out in the recent months, but here we are. So the last 3 months racing, this is fairly in line with long-term expectations. They're the monthly results. Same game multis, these are pretty normal. 773, slightly under the long-term averages, but of course it does depend on sort of the supply of these offers as well. Then bonus bet tips conversion for the last 3 months, we've converted at 94.5% into cash, which is not far from our average, which is just slightly higher than that, but importantly above the 90% that we assume in the results. The momentum alerts had lost at 0.6%. Profit on turnover over the last 3 months, so a little bit disappointing there. Some like these daily, the daily breakdown. So this is racing for the last 3 months. It's a bit, the text is a bit small, so apologies for that. But that's basically, there's July, there's August, and there's September. You got the cumulative there, so you can see strong start here. You go through these bad runs, and really the value I think in going through these daily results is just to show you how you do go through these bad runs from time to time, so hence stake diligently according to our rules. Same game multis. So there's nothing really that stands out, but little bad runs here, but then you hit back, and so that's how the daily results look there. Then the bonus bet tips. Trying to stay out of the way here. So again, a very wordy or numbery slide here, but these are basically weekly bonus bet conversion results. So for this week, ending on the 9th of July, there are 22 tips, 2 winners. These are the prices. If you back them with cash, some are interested to know how they go if you tipped them with cash. That's the result there. And this is the conversion for the week. So some weeks we're converting a 54, 0, 31, 100, big week here. So for the whole last 3 months, as I mentioned, 94.5% conversion. It was nice to get a couple of golf bonus bet winners. We had a bit of a dry spell there, but there was a $41 winner here, a $31 winner here. We've had another one recently as well. Then momentum alerts, as I said, it was down 0.6% on turnover. July was nothing special. August down, September disappointing. So I'll go into, it's in the next slide really, but what we're most excited about with momentum alerts, 2 things, one of which is in this slide. NBA, it's when you take liquidity into account, it's definitely our best sport and league. Last season we won at nearly 3% on turnover, and these are really relatively liquid markets. The player props aren't as much so, but it's NBA, so it's one of the most bet on sports in the world, leagues in the world. The other thing is we are working on automating some of these momentum alert tips, and we're working with the partners there on getting NBA integrated. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you know, obviously, if that goes live, because that's going to be a pretty brutal, or not brutal, that'll be a pretty powerful combo to combine momentum alerts on NBA with automation. Stay tuned there. Then the next item, number 2, is, so the last video I touched on how there have been about, I think 31 or 41, can't remember, proposals to change some gambling regulations in Australia. Some of those around advertising, some around affiliates, some are looking to enforce minimum bet laws or requirements on sport. They apply in racing to some degree. So there's talk of that, a national gaming ombudsman. And importantly for us is there's a proposal to potentially reduce or ban all inducements and promotions, which obviously wouldn't be good for us. So the update there is it looks pretty unlikely that all promotions are going to go. It'll likely be more about, and I'll go to the next slide here, which is what I described in my last video. They'll look. So this is how people find promotions. They either get pushed to them. So the bookie sends you a push notification, an SMS, an email. They might even call you and go, "Hey Johnny, we've got a promo on all the races around week today, or some the NRL final or whatever it might be." So there's a push method, and they might get rid of that. They might just go, "Look, just leave the punters alone. Don't nudge them to bet. Just leave them alone." However, the discovery method, if you're just logging into a platform and you see some promotions in there, looks like that's still very reasonable to maintain that. So that's based on the people I'm speaking to, likely how it will plan out. There is a chance also that sport, there's a little bit of reduction in the promotions in sport, but on the racing side, racing was designed to bet on. So based on that, it looks like it's pretty unlikely that all promotions are going to go, which is certainly good for us, but you never know. Number 3 on the agenda. So this was about just where we're at. We're obviously early October here. Spring racing still got a couple of months to go. It's one of the most profitable times of the year. We've got a couple of weeks here until NBA launches later this month. Here were some results from last year, well, actually the last 2 seasons. So this is with our same game multi model where we're going 3 legs or 4 legs and we're getting a bonus back, where we're using that insurance. They're winning at 40% and 49% the last 2 seasons. The number I can't remember exactly, but it's about 3 or 4% even without the promo insurance, which is I can't actually even believe that. But so the long story short, NBA is an enormous opportunity for us here. 4th on the agenda, the racing bot offer. So as I mentioned, we've been running this sort of under the radar with a partner of ours. We don't want to get hundreds on the bot, to be honest. We want to keep it as a small select group, a loyal group. But now what we're going to do is basically allow people to just get access to it for a few weeks, for something like $1 for 2 weeks. The point is, we need some sort of commitment from your side. Start with a group of 20. We'll make sure the support team gets everyone on boarded. There is a fair bit to learn, but once you're set up, obviously then that'll just roll into a normal membership if you don't want to if you want to join. So it's just a 2-week offer. What else would I say about it is it's working phenomenally well. There are always going to be little bugs here and there, but it sort of works 98% of the time. But anyway, there's an opportunity to just give it a go if you're curious. And like I said, we'll probably cap the first group at 20. If you can, just join the Telegram channel. We'll put it in the video description. There'll be a link in there. And then final thing to quickly discuss. So this is a side hustle that I've had on for years. I'm just relaunching it now. It sort of went quiet during COVID because the whole pub industry closed. But basically, this is a platform on which you can find the best happy hours and pub specials in one place. We're onboarding venues every day, about 50 new ones every week. There are already 500 plus pubs on there. And so many have been asking about this. So if you want to give it have a look, certainly just download the app from the App Store. It's called the Happiest Hour. Add your food and drink preferences and postcode. So whether you like beer, burgers, cider, whatever, put your postcode in there. That enables our smart CRM then to start sending you emails based on what we think you would like most. Any feedback, always keen to hear it as well. So that's the end of the agenda. What else? We've got the monthly comp again. If you've got any questions, please ask in the comments. We just choose two good questions each month and send you $100 of cash. Simple as that. And as always, you can contact us here on email or on Telegram. Thanks, guys.